Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at, well, basically the trading post for this month and the adventure guide and what you can earn. Now this is pretty much valid up until we start the War Within, so that's really cool. Basically this is the last trading post of the Dragonflight expansion. As you can see, I've done enough in terms of the Radiant Echoes event to get my reward. But the shield is your main attraction for this month, which is, I would say, pretty cool, honestly. Overall, I think like the actual prizes that you get for this month are really cool, and I think for a lot of players, they should have a good time. But this is your main cosmetic for the rewards track. Honestly, not bad. I like alternatives to capes. I think this is something cool, especially for a warrior orc. I think that would look pretty rocking on them. But besides the rewards track, of course, there is also the trading post rewards. We have the Corcoran War Saber, which I think is a pretty cool mount. We also have the Sentinel Warwolf. Both are relatively cheap at 600 and honestly are not bad. I think both look great. They have that new Saber Prowler Warwolf animation body, which I think looks pretty cool. In terms of weapons, we have the Fire Blades, which, to be honest with you, are also pretty solid. We also have the Seaborn Blades. I think for me, the Fire Blades are probably the better choice here. We then also have some really cool hammers. The Frenzied Storm hammer, by the way, is a must-have for Dark Iron Dwarves. At least for me, aesthetically, it matches them so well. But the bronze one is also really cool for a Draenei, and the silver one is also really cool for paladins. So if you are a paladin kind of maybe priest, maybe warrior character or enthusiast, I think these are definite musts for you. Then Wargle the Apprehensive, a cute Murloc pet, which I think is always really awesome. Wings of the Amethyst Monarch and Wings of the Tourmaline Monarch are all pretty cool and suit a fairy-like aesthetic. Not really for me, but I think for a lot of players these are going to be crucial for transmogs. Scarlet Axe of Asymmetry is a pretty cool horde / barbarian style-esque weapon, and obviously we have the Sapphire Axe, which can suit probably Death Knights a bit better. Sapphire Warglaive is also pretty cool for demon hunters or other Warglaive users, which I think ultimately is pretty cool. It actually has a really nice appeal to it. Then we have the Sapphire Shanker, which is also pretty dope. And then, actually, that is pretty cool. Then the Scarlet Shanker. These are not so visible. Smaller weapons I find aren't as appealing. We then have the Scarlet Warglaive, which is the red version, which suits you if you're maybe a bit of an edgier boy. Then we have Sapphire Bladed Blunderbuss. That's actually pretty solid. And the Scarlet Bladed Blunderbuss. I do think they're solid, but I think overall the lack of particle effects and some of the edging on it is pretty rough, so I wouldn't necessarily get it compared to like the Warglaives, which I think look really cool. The Sapphire Fallacian Tome is going to be up there for priests, and the Ruby Mobile Timepiece, which is a watch, by the way, for anyone who's wondering. So there you go. The Sunreaver Scarlet Tome could be cool for warlocks, and obviously we have the Sapphire version of the Timepiece. We then have the Azure Sarong and some shoulder capes, a pretty plain looking staff, which I guess suits people who are doing throwback cosplays, and simple wands. The returning items are the Ethereal Transmographer, which for me is something that is a must buy if you didn't get it the first time round. Having the ability to mobile transmog yourself is always cool. The Blade Master's Azure Stones, which are cool if you are running a Blade Master style transmog, returning cloaks and capes, and then of course some standard bucklers. I actually think these are cool if you're going for Horde and Alliance based cosplays, to be entirely honest with you. I like the foot soldier style appeal, and if you're someone who has some of those cool transmog armors from before, I think you can look pretty cool. In fact, I'll just show you quickly what I mean with this. But yeah, basically, if to recap, if I had to get anything, I'd probably get the 2 mounts, as always. Then I would say the Fireborn blades. I would definitely get the hammers, whichever one suits me the most. I will probably buy all 3 hammers before I get anything else. The wings are cool if you're into that. I would probably say I'd go for the Scarlet Glaive, and then I probably would go for the Ethereal Transmogger. Me personally, I'll probably go Ethereal Transmogger. Then I will definitely buy, at the very least, the Bronze Hammer, and then probably the Silver Hammer for my cosplayers. Now, in terms of the outfits, just to talk about the sets that I was talking about, but I think this shield would go great. The shield will go great with the set that was given out with the release. Not the Trailblazers, not the Dark Moon. This is the Aspiring Relegance. No. Warplate of the Selfless. No. Dread Gladiator. That could look very nice. So I think that would look pretty cool with this gear here. Look at that. And throw in my hammer. And I think I'm looking really, really good. I think I'm looking really, really good. So yeah. That's kind of it for me. Honestly, I think it's going to depend entirely on yourself. But yeah, I think you can come up with some pretty cool transmogs. In fact, I think I might go do this now because that looks really cool to me. But that's it for me. Bye.